Welcome to Food and Loathing, where we believe 1,000 words are worth a lot more than a picture. That's why we're not on Instagram. Actually, we are. We do take some pictures there, but this is better. Definitely words more than pictures. That's what we're about here. As long as the people you're speaking to know what the fuck they're talking about. So we invite the people who know a lot about Las Vegas dining onto this show every week to shoot the shit, learn what's up. Simple fucking concept, right?
Absolutely. It's easy.
I know. It's so simple.
We just sit down. We have conversations.
Why do I spend so much time working on the notes then? I'm Al Mancini. Gemini Stevens is in the co-host chair and handling the on-site engineering duties as we come to you this week from Durango Social Club on Durango Drive across the street from Desert Breeze Park. We're being hosted by owner Dan Krohmer and new executive chef Crystina Mama Nguyen, who will be sitting down with us in a few minutes to explain the latest transformation of what has quickly become really one of the most interesting dining spots in Las Vegas. There's always news about this place.
Always.
And it's always fucking delicious.
Yeah. And it started like really fun pop-ups and Dan doing his own social thing 3 or 4 nights a week. And just everything was a little bit different no matter what day you looked at it.
And now it's different again in that it's going to be the same. But we'll tell you about that.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yes. Yeah, if you don't know what we're talking about, that's okay. We don't quite know yet either, but they're going to sit down and we're going to ask questions. They're going to give us the answer. That's called journalism.
That's right.
And we like it. We also have interviews with Carver Road Hospitality's Steve Geddes and Chef Eric Gonzalez. Both of those recorded at Flanker Sports Bar in Mandalay Place at a launch party for their second annual MyTai Summer pop-up. They'll tell us all about the tiki drinks and the tiki food being offered. We also dropped by the newly opened Signora Pizza Lab to chat with its award-winning pizzaiola owner, Floriana Pastore. Finally, if all goes well, we will be connecting with Chef Brian Howard in Hawaii by phone, which is very unusual for us. I generally hate the quality of phone interviews. So if you're a publicist out there thinking this means I'm going to do a phone interview with your client, it does not. Brian is special, and he's in Hawaii, and he has something coming up that has to do with the new Anthony Bourdain film, Tony, coming this Monday. We don't have a lot of time to do this, so I will be trying to make a phone call to him later in the show. Breaking our own rules.
That's right.
But we're not doing it for you. Only for Brian and Tony.
That's right.
That's a combination we can't resist. Beyond that, a happy hour report from Andrew Morgan, a bit of news, our own restaurant reports. But first, if you're looking for a really cool meal, something out of the ordinary, something you can't get all the time, you're going to want to check out Food and Loathing's event calendar at foodandloathing.vegas. Gemini, and we just keep popping more of these on there. I added some today, as a matter of fact. Tell us, what are some things coming up on that calendar just to whet people's appetite?
Absolutely. Well, tonight, as this podcast drops, that's Friday, July 31st, Casa de Juliet will be the site of a showcase dinner from the inaugural cohort of participants in a hospitality training program conducted by A Hand Up Hospitality and Whalers Creation, which focuses on career training for young people aging out of foster care. It's $55 for a family-style 3-course meal. And tomorrow, Saturday, August 1st, the resort at Summerlin will throw a community block party at the neighborhood food hall within the JW Marriott Resort. Tickets were $25 in advance, but you'll probably be buying them day of at this point, so that'll be $30. And all of the proceeds going to Project 150 to support high school kids dealing with homelessness or other challenges. The cost of entry will get you tasting portions from all of the food hall concepts: Ipazzi Pizza, Pearls and Oyster Crudo Bar, Nomois, Tacos 1986, and For the Win Burgers, as well as the nearby Wino. And there'll be live music by Sean Eiferman.
We both love almost all of those places. Well, like to love almost all of those places, right? I know, like we've had 1 or 2 things at various places that we've been mediocre on, but those are
still, for what they're offering though, and where they're located and who they're serving, and offering a food hall sort of quick service concept, I'm really not mad at a damn thing.
Yeah.
As much as I had my issues with Nomois at first, because with that name I had expectations.
Right.
I'm not mad at it. It's close to home. If I have a quick shumai craving or something like that, I'm in a spot where I can get some really tasty stuff, not expensive, and great options. Yeah,
if you live near Summerlin North, you really should be exploring what's happening at the resort of Summerlin. This is a great way to hit like 5-6 of them in one day for $30 and help the kids.
Absolutely. And then this Sunday is Sunday Supper at the Front Yard in Ellis Island, a family-style 5-course Italian dinner for $75 plus tax, tip, and fees. Next Wednesday, August 5th, Piero's is hosting a summer Tuscan pairing dinner priced at $225. And Saturday, August 8th, L&L Hawaiian Barbecue is offering a free Spam Musubi to celebrate National Spam Musubi Day. The freebies are while supplies last and offered between noon and 4 p.m. at all locations around the valley.
I'm guessing that holiday was introduced probably by a congressperson from Hawaii, right?
You know what? More power to them. I like a good Spam Musubi. I'm in.
Oh, man. Spam. Well, thank you. Before we have Dan and Crystina join us, let's talk about where we've been eating. I'm going to start here.
Yeah.
I returned to Sliceateria by Metro Pizza for their friends and family stress test, which was they basically sent out an invitation to a whole bunch of people and said it's going to be 40% off these hours. Come and see what we can do to our fucking team and see how hard we can beat them down. So
I think I like that better than almost the freebie friends and family, you know, because it's so coordinated.
Yeah.
Stress test. Let's do it. Here's a discount. Fuck us up.
Right. No, it was really smart, I think, but I'm not a restaurateur. But yeah, it was cool. Sue had a chorizo slice way out on a wing for her, or on a limb for her. Red onions, jalapenos, finished with crema and cilantro. We both liked that a lot. She liked it a little more than I did, but we both liked it. She also had a cheese slice, New York style. Loved it. I had Sicilian with meatball and a Roman with lemon and artichoke. Those Romans have some great combinations. I know you had some more of them when you were there.
Yes.
So, look, I loved everything. So did Sue. I think we just, met Sliceateria by Metro Pizza. It's just fucking awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a given at this point. It's only been a couple of weeks, and it's like, go there.
I know. It's unbelievable. I know, all you have to do is look at John Arena's feed to see all of the superstars who are coming to say hi.
Right?
And because everybody's excited about it, man. And because John is one of the nicest human beings you're ever going to meet. He's one of the most talented human beings. Sam's a great guy. Everybody's just fucking psyched about it, man. I went into Holstein's in the Arts District over with Andrew Morgan, who just popped his head in the door, so he'll be joining us later. Holstein's, I think, is a good fit for the Arts District.
Yeah.
I think it might even work better there than it did at the Cosmopolitan. It's a different vibe. It feels a little different, a little hipper, a little cooler, a little less touristy. Burgers are still great. I did the gold standard, which I've been eting for, 15 years from Holstein's, and it was fucking great. So onion rings, also very good over there.
Some of my favorites, actually, yeah.
There was a grand opening event. This was fun. This is one of those events where all the journalists were like, "When are you going? When are you going? Oh, they moved me from there. Oh, they couldn't fit me in. Oh, blah blah blah." So we ended up there. They were very cool to us. I let Sue make reservations on the weekends, right? Because with the weekends, I'm only going if she's happy with it, right? So we ended up there at 5 o'clock on Friday, and that was the fucking grand opening of grand openings. That was they cut the ribbon, they did all that, and
so they had a little spectacle to go with it.
Yeah,
we
had a little spectacle, but this is Master Kim's Wagyu House in Palace Station. We all know Master Kim's Korean barbecue. Been around Las Vegas for freaking ever.
Yep.
If you're into Korean barbecue, you've probably eaten there at some point or another, right? They now have multiple locations everywhere. This is Station doing what Station does really well, which is they find the best local companies and they bring them in.
Specifically, though, Palace Station.
Palace Station.
If I think about all the different station casinos around the entire valley, right? They're everywhere, which is great. You have choices everywhere. Palace Station's food program, honestly, I think knocks them all out of the park.
I think Palace Station's great, especially on the homegrown, right? Because now you have Master Kim's over there. This, by the way, is a Wagyu house, so they have much higher level of beef than they have at the other places. This is the gourmet Master Kim's experience. And it's in that old space that started off as Ralphie Perazzo's joint. Was it a burger joint, a hot dog joint? Barbecue, right. And
then it was like Boathouse Chinese or something like that? Or sushi?
No, I think the Chinese sushi place is still next to it. Right. Okay. Isn't that China Mama? That's in there now? That's China Mama in there now, which is another local, right?
Yeah.
So I would definitely say Palace Station's great for that. I think, we got to remember that we've got a couple of Letitias in other station casinos.
But I'm not knocking them.
Over on Boulder where they have some good stuff going on, and also up in
Santa Fe, right?
Santa Fe, yeah. So, yeah, they're doing a great job. They like to bring in popular local people to do pop-ups and then see how well they do. They usually do the pop-ups at Red Rock or something like that, and then when things do well, they bring them back in. So
and Palace Station also really quickly has the bonus of being sort of strip adjacent.
Yeah.
Because it's right there at Sahara and the 15. And I mean, it's perfect location if you're staying on the Strip and you want to pop over and check something out that's more the local vibe with these cool places. Or if you're a local, you just take a side street and there you are.
Yeah, I dig Palace Station a lot. Also, like, you get that side valet parking,
Yes.
which is free, which is right by the restaurants. Anyway, they did a set menu for us. But you get the banchan, of course, was very good when we came out. They brought us a carpaccio sampler of tuna, salmon, and beef carpaccio. They brought us a truffle. Again, this was the set menu for opening night only, right? So they brought us a truffle bibimbap, but it was cold. I've never had a cold bibimbap before. I don't know. I always had it kind of like hot on stone, so it crisps up on the bottom a little with the egg and all that. So, I mean, this was interesting.
Yeah.
I had a little bit of truffle seasoning in there. It was just not what I was used to for bibimbap.
Yeah.
And then, of course, they brought out the meats. Big plate of meat for us. We had Wagyu Kalbi. We had was that? We had some kind of Kalbi. I don't remember what beef that was. We had American Wagyu hanger steak. We had an A5 Wagyu rib cap. We had an A5 Wagyu rib eye. And we had Iberico pork chop, which was sliced super, super thin. I think that was Sue's favorite, man.
I have a thing for Iberico pork. I order it specially because it is just beautiful. So when you're talking about like Wagyu, you should think of, if you're thinking of that in a pork thing, think of Iberico.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, most people only know Iberico from the hams, right? And the very thinly sliced ham. But if you're ever any place that's actually offering other cuts of Iberico pork, you can try it. I've had it grilled where people thought it was beef. Like, it's just, So anyway, so they did all of that. We had a great time. They cut the ribbons. There were all kinds of dancers. It was like I was in K-pop world. Half the people around. We were sitting behind the dancers, so I couldn't take a lot of video because it was really just like their asses in my face. And I thought that would have made me look really creepy if I took too much video. But, that was cool. I don't know that they're going to have that entertainment all the time, but it was really fucking cool that they had it. Rock on. Master Kim's Wagyu House in Palace Station. So when I dropped by Pizza Rock in Green Valley Ranch, we decided to do something a little different than the pizzas there. Of course, we all love Pizza Rock, but, there are 11 or whatever kinds of pizzas, 13 kinds of world championship pizzas. But we did the calamari, which are great. The meatballs, which Sue really likes. She's the meatball snob in our family. And pepperoni stromboli, which is really, really fucking good. Yeah. So there you go. They also, Andrew, they got a good happy hour going on at Pizza Rock. So I sent you over the info on that as he unpacks his bags and gets ready to join us. How about you, Gemini? Where have you been eating?
Oh, a couple of weeks ago, I hadn't mentioned it yet because I wanted to, get better notes, but we'd also had such big episodes between now and then. So I got to go to Cantina Contramar inside the Fontainebleau, and oh my God.
Okay, yeah, Mexican, right?
Yes.
And fancy Mexican, right?
Fancy Mexican.
Is this like following in kind of the Casa Playa mold of fancy Mexican?
I mean, I want to say yeah, but also no, not at all, because there's Chef Gabriela Camara does her own thing. Okay. It started out in Mexico City, and then she brought it to Las Vegas, and she made a point of choosing Las Vegas after doing some searching around, and she really does a lot in each place to make each location unique. So there's some like standard dishes, but then everything else is to that space. And so we started with a tostada flight. You can also do those a la carte. There's 5 choices. And there was things like Dungeness crab and soft shell crab, and I think one of them was like a sweet potato. And there's lots of seafood involved, of course, very coastal kind of. Carpaccio, a beautiful Wagyu carpaccio with this really dark, nutty, that nice cooked spice mole with that hint of chocolate.
Yeah.
A corn with poblano peppers. It was a mix of like an esquites and a stew. It was not as fresh as an esquites can be with the big whole kernel, even though it's a little creamier.
Right.
And then versus a stew, which to me is a little more cooked down. It was sort of in the middle. It was really good. Poblanos were really fresh, gave it a nice vegetal flavor, really well spiced. A pipion rice dish. So if you don't know what pipion is, it's a green mole-esque sort of thing, but it's made with like greener, like peppers and herbs and things like that, but it's super like pumpkin seeds, pepitas, things like that.
Right.
Excuse me. And then the best whole fish I've had in ages. Flavor, texture, technique. I think this was a branzino at the time. They change it up depending on what's available. They had specialty barbecue trays that you can put the fish on, those wire rack things.
Yeah.
For the way they want the fish to be butchered and laid out, so when they're cooking it, they don't have to do all kinds of fancy things to it to keep it the way they want it laid out on the plate for you to get the best flavor and consistent cooking. And it's probably my new favorite in Vegas right now.
Okay, so I was going to ask you, but I didn't want to put you on the spot
Yeah.
because I'm sure whoever invited you might be listening to us. I don't know. But seriously, updating Neon Feast right now. I know we got to do a little moving and shaking with the Mexican list.
Yeah.
It's on. I'm going to quote you. We're adding it.
Do
If
it.
you say it's one of the best Mexican restaurants in Las Vegas, it'll be
is.
on there shortly. We're going
absolutely
to
is.
rush that one to press.
Please do.
A few others I'm rushing to press
Yeah,
too.
I was
So-
really impressed. I mean, we also had, just to zip through a few things, ceviche, tacos, and the tacos are large. There's quite a few on offer. We mixed and matched. My favorite was the Dungeness crab because I am a West Coast girl. Though the soft shell crab always gets my attention.
I love soft shell crab.
So good. And the Wagyu was superb. It was thicker cut than you usually would see it, but it was super tender, just enough chew because I think sometimes Wagyu can fall down. And it was just beautiful. And one last thing, strawberry meringue cake. I was so full. There was no way that I was going to be able to eat any of this, and I feel like I could have eaten a whole one.
Wow.
It's light. It's fresh. It's made with this super light meringue and like more of a whipped cream versus like any other cake icing or anything like that. I mean, it could float. It was amazing.
Wow.
So I have asked for an interview with Chef Gabriella, so hopefully we'll get that soon when she's back in town.
That would be awesome.
And then one quick thing, last week I went to the Bend, had an extended lunch with our friend Rachel Deal.
Hey, Rich.
We started at the Sliceteria, and we had 4 slices. We had the artichoke lemon, the potato bacon, the grandma meatball, and the peaches and cream. I just love the variety of crust, the variety of toppings. I mean, anything you can think of putting together. They've got like 15 of them available to you.
And it's crazy because when you come in, the very first things I saw were those 2 Romans that you had, right?
Oh.
And you're going, wait, there's artichoke and lemon, and then there's potato and bacon, and you're like,
the artichoke and lemon almost didn't happen. As we were at the till paying, they came out with a fresh tray,
You're like,
and I
"Add
said,
that."
"What the hell is that?" And they told me, and I said, "Okay, we take one of those too." And then from there,
we had their tiramisu, by the way.
How was that?
I liked the tiramisu a lot.
Yeah.
Sue doesn't like tiramisu, so she thought it was
More
fine,
for
but
us.
liked it. She liked the carrot cake, I think, a lot.
Ooh.
And I don't even eat carrot cake because we all know I hate carrots,
Yeah.
so why would I put it in a fucking cake? But we did like their dessert, so I should mention that.
Okay. From there, we walked across the pathway to Butcher and Thief for an unofficial happy hour, which is to say we were early for happy hour, but we did it on our own. We enjoyed various cocktails from sweet to a bit savory, loved the experience of chatting with the bartender about each of them, and without highlighting any specific one, just know it was a great list with a lot of creativity, and we paired those with the peanut butter bacon with jalapeno jelly, thick cut bacon, super tender. I know Andrew's looking at me grinning because I did this because of you.
Is he
It's
on
never
mic?
too early. No, I don't think so.
It's all right. I
There
didn't
he is.
mean to interrupt here.
No,
but
not at
yeah,
all. We're glad
never
you're
too
here.
early for a happy hour.
We also had the blistered shishito and salted peppers. The dipping sauce was a little heavy and sweet for me, almost like a really thick Asian barbecue style, but too thick. Let's see. We also tried the salmon carpaccio, which Andrew had spoken about on Happy Hour Reports before, and I really liked it. Well balanced, super tender, perfect curing to keep it soft while adding a slightly smoky and lightly salted flavor. And I probably had some more, but those are my highlights.
The Ben's just getting more and more delicious.
It is.
Unfortunately, they had one closing of a place we kind of
No.
liked, but for the most part, man, it's just getting better, better, better.
Yeah.
Okay, coming up, a happy hour report and the news, but first, Dan Krohmer and Christina Nguyen will explain the latest transformation of the restaurant in which we are currently seated. And this transformation is permanent. This is Food and Loathing. As promised, our hosts for the afternoon, Christina Nguyen and Dan Krohmer, are joining us for this segment. And Jesus Christ, Christina, when we said you can make a bite or two for us if you want, you brought out the entire menu, I think.
No, that's only a quarter.
Oh my God! You guys are gonna have to see the pictures of like how
yeah.
much food they put on the table.
This is
and
a
I'm
feast.
just trying to figure: is that like a pigeon or a pheasant over there?
Yeah, it's a quail.
That is fried quail with
Fried
French
quail.
fries.
Okay, fried quail with French fries. This, I just realized, these cool little snail shells are fucking awesome. What's the snail dish?
That is the sake and Thai basil lemongrass snails.
And I've never seen. This is a different breed of snail than when you get French, or no?
So the
'Cause-
French ones are much smaller.
Yeah.
So in Vietnam, we have like 12 different kinds of snails. These are probably one of the biggest ones that you can get.
Well, the shells are beautiful.
They
Can I
are.
take the shells home and decorate my bathroom with them or something?
100%.
At my beach house, right?
You actually have to eat the snail. It's like, you can't get the T-shirt or the band without going to the concert.
Dude, I
Right.
got no problem eating the snail. That's fine with me.
Just close your eyes.
Oh, man, I suck it right out of that shell. Okay, so we got quail, we got snail, we got egg rolls?
Yeah, so I'm gonna do so besides my gluten-free turkey egg rolls, I'll be doing like a seasonal egg roll or a taste of the week or whatever. This is a brisket and curry.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's the sauce?
Just a soy vinaigrette.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's pretty damn good, too.
Yeah.
So we've talked in various ways with you before about some of your menu items. Are you doing regular rotation on the menu?
So the
Are
last
you-
6 weeks has been a regular rotation.
Okay.
Evolving into a permanent menu for the fall and winter. I'm 80% there.
Okay.
I'm really confident in what I'm putting out right now. There's really a good diversity of what everyone would possibly want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that I ever would have gone to what is traditionally what I would consider a Vietnamese restaurant and expect, brisket and curry egg rolls. And I'm just so excited about everything. And
That carry on,
snail
it's
is
really
massive.
interesting. Look at this snail I'm holding up in my hands. It's like,
He's huge.
do you think I can get him in one bite? Christina,
you-
I eat him in one bite?
100%. But did
Okay.
you dip the sauce yet?
No, but I don't like spicy, and those peppers scare the shit out of me, man. How spicy is that sauce?
I would dip like the tip.
Just the tip.
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
It never works out the way that the person who says that had planned.
Yeah.
I love the chewing noises and everything.
I
It's
know.
perfect.
This is
So for those of you unaware of the options you have for like egg rolls, these are the gluten-free turkey.
So the majority of my menu is the original menu is gluten free.
Yeah.
Anything that I'm introducing now is honestly people. I did a pop up 4 years ago, and it really does utilize a lot of wheat and flour.
Yeah.
So I'm utilizing a little bit of that into our specials. But the main goal of the menu is to be really healthy, raw vegetables, and gluten free.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, you knocked me, at least. I can't speak for Gemini, but I just got off to a weird start here because there's amazing food already on the table by the time we sit down. I'm going to take us back to where we are, what we're talking about. This is Durango Social Club. It's the creation of Dan Krohmer. And Dan is here with us. It has done several things since it opened, and we're going to talk about that history. But we now have Christina Nguyen taking over as the permanent executive chef, right? This is your baby, right, Christina?
It's the final baby.
The final baby, right?
Getting a vasectomy after that.
Why did I
Done.
just have the final the final countdown just went through my head?
So Dan, let's bring people back to when you got this space. You tried a little while. You did a breakfast lunch thing, which I know you enjoyed, but it wasn't. No, you didn't even enjoy it.
Breakfast is the worst thing in the world.
Okay.
I never want to do it again. It's just a different animal. It's not in my character. You live and you learn.
Okay, so then you took the space. It's just a few doors down from Other Mama. People know your main restaurant, Other Mama, which is a groundbreaking Las Vegas restaurant. And you created Durango Social Club. The first few months, it was you doing tasting menu onlys. Then you started bringing in a lot of pop-ups. We had everything that went from, say, Smash Burger pop-up one night to Tyler Vorse's Lily pop-up of fine French dining on a different night. And it was always incredibly cool. I always had to keep updating the Food and Loathing event calendar to let people know what was here, when, and how. And now we have a permanent chef. We have a permanent concept. It's not going to be changing. So could you just talk us through the evolution of the restaurant a little bit?
Yeah. I can say this too often, even with my personal relationships and anything, I say that the universe is in control. And I've really just felt that the past couple of years, or at least even more allowed it to be and be present with that. And that, we did the breakfast thing for a while, and I really felt like the universe showed me what I don't like doing. For me to actually spend the time thinking about what I do enjoy doing. And I'm always a dinner guy. I like the ambiance. I like it when people have got a few drinks in them. I like it when the music's right. Most of my background's in Japanese food. And I just wanted to have rotation. I wanted a place I think people really crave experiences these days and something different. So we flipped in Durango Social Club, and the original plan was just going to be doing my thing a few nights a week, inviting a couple of guest chefs. At that time, my mom passed away last year.
I'm sorry.
Thanks. It's something we're all going through this time in life, and we all have a friend of a friend that's processing that kind of info. But I really just didn't feel like cooking for a little bit. And just at that time, Jolene Manina, who had started Vegas Test Kitchen, had someone that reached out to her, being Tyler, looking for a space to cook, until he was doing his own thing. And I was like, oh man, the universe has sent me like someone to run this restaurant for a little bit while I do my own thing and process.
And that was tremendously successful. I mean, Tyler Vorse was introduced to Las Vegas in a big way that we all are excited to see as brick and mortar. Yeah. It took Durango Social Club, I think, it helped it grow where it needed to grow. It got the reputation out there as doing something. So I think that was fantastic from my perspective for both you and for Tyler.
Yeah, again, universe is in control. Tyler's a great human being. I've been very blessed to get to know him, very professional. I look forward to where he grows into. And then with Walbert and the Astoria group and these other people, and all of a sudden it just felt like this huge win-win situation where we're all just supporting each other, promoting each other, having diversity, and it was amazing. I've met tons of new people in the community. I've learned more about different food than I did before. Tyler, coming from the French Laundry, I'm all kind of nervous. I'm like, oh, what do you guys do? I don't, I've never been in those kind of environments. And even just again,
you have some fine dining background, but
I do, but I'm
right?
Yeah, and my European background's in Northern California. We're more kind of hippies with our t-shirts and shop in the farmers market. But it's really amazing, and I just personally got to a point where, again, it was really confusing for the customers. People didn't know if this was reservation only, if they could walk in or not, what time dinner started, if it was a set menu, if it was a la carte. And just like you said, having to constantly stay updated. We really just want to have something that was more streamlined. And Crystina and I have been friends for a long time, and the idea of working with her, I was really honored when she was even interested, and the more we've talked about it, I just feel really blessed that I have this room that I can offer her and the support, and I just want to grow with her with this concept. It's hard when you're kind of doing something different every day of the week because you're kind of just catching up each time, and now I feel like we have something that's really planting roots, and I feel like we have so much opportunities to keep growing, and people don't even know what's happening yet, and I'm excited.
Cool. Yeah. Crystina, you actually did a pop-up in here first, right? You did a little pop-up residency?
Yes, for Lunar New Year.
Lunar New Year. And let's go back to your history, right? You have done a lot of kind of pop-up type situations. You've been in Vegas Test Kitchen doing things, usually under some iteration of this Mama's house, Mama's place, something like that, because everybody who knows you calls you Mama, and you feed us like a crazy mom trying to get everybody stuff. What is this this messy thing I just pulled off the plate over there?
That is a tapioca dumpling filled with shrimp and pork.
Okay, I'm picking it up with my hand.
Please do. Yes.
It's so good.
Oh, man.
It's
tapioca
insane.
dumpling. Wow.
Yeah.
It's gluten-free.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So your background, you were not originally a chef. That's not how you got into the food and beverage business, right?
No. I was originally in the beverage business for the first 25 years of my life. Yeah.
And what drew you to wanting to cook your own food?
Well, prior to that, I was always cooking food, and chefs, would come and pick up whatever I was cooking that day. I mean, I have a habit of cooking not for 4 people, but for 40.
Yeah, I can tell. I can adjust to this. I think there's a whole fucking flock of quail over there.
Well,
It's like,
you know what? My motto is that I would like everyone to have a piece versus fighting over the last piece. Right? So, have enough for the table. If not, don't have it at all. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, I just was cooking, and chefs were coming by the restaurant at District 1 and just picking up food that I was making every day, family meals and whatever. The pandemic is really what brought the food to the table when I realized that I really wanted to go back to the house.
I have seen you celebrate a lot of different cultures. You've celebrated Chinese food. You've celebrated Vietnamese food. What's your personal background, and how do you express that in your food? And then how does it carry over to this message?
I
This menu,
love this
not
part.
this
Oh,
message.
good Lord. This is kind of... So I wasn't raised very Asian. I was brought up by an Irish nanny from Newfoundland. My parents never cooked. They were in college. I think the most Asian thing I ate was maybe Nissan ramen at that time, whatever those ramen packages were available in the 80s. And then when I went to college, my first year in Boston is when I was really exposed to Asians in general, not even just food. And I kind of just embraced it. And I brought it home to my kitchen, small or big, and it's kind of just stuck with me.
Okay. So your parents didn't cook at home. What is your nationality, if you don't mind me asking?
Vietnamese, Chinese, French.
Okay. But none of those recipes at home. So then when you start, right.
I just want to describe for the
the
listeners
look on her face, which is
right now.
of terror or just, I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a mix of terror, shock.
My favorite meal of the year is a boiled dinner with cabbage, potatoes, and turnips.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who were your mentors in learning how to cook Chinese food, learning how to cook Vietnamese food?
There really wasn't. My first year in Boston, being in the city, I grew up in a town of 6,000 people. It was very interesting to me, and to really see people from Hong Kong, Taiwan, China, all these countries I'd never even knew existed, to be honest with you. I mean, I knew they existed from
Right.
history class, but I never actually
It was
met
never
them
part
in
of
person.
your upbringing.
No.
Yeah.
My first year of college, I met my first love. I guess I should say, well, not first love, but a love. And he was Chinese. And ironically, that was like my very international error. And I loved everything Chinese. And Boston had a fabulous Chinatown. And after about 6 months, I went into a grocery store and I asked an old lady in Chinese, can I get 1 pound of ground pork?
So you spoke Chinese?
I did not.
Okay.
You
I
learned it
taught
from the
myself.
boyfriend.
Okay.
And Chinese movies.
Ah, there you
Because
go.
back then, you had Lai Ming, Lao Dakwa, all these famous Hong Kong actors. And then I went in, and she understood what the hell I said. And then after that, I just really embraced the open market and going grocery shopping and going home and cooking and really exploring the flavors.
That's amazing.
So what are the ethnic backgrounds behind the dishes that are on this menu here at Durango Social Club?
They are 100% Vietnamese,
Okay.
true down to the herbs. So, a lot of people are like, do you really need that many herbs? Do you really need... But those are the things that you need in order to really say that they are 100% Vietnamese.
Right.
You can go to any restaurant. They're not going to explore into every single detail. So everything that I'm serving is what I would serve my own family at home.
Wow.
And
So-
there is a Chinese background to a little bit, which Vietnam has a Chinese, background in
Yeah.
history.
Right.
And the French, of course.
100%,
Yep.
yes.
Okay, so where do you get the ingredients here in Las Vegas? I know there's a lot of people that are saying, like, okay, where am I going to get these granular, perfect spices and things like that? Do our Asian markets carry that stuff?
Almost all of them do, but that's something that I really foresee in the future is I want to be able to educate people that eat my food and actually offer them, possibly baskets to bring home and things like that. That's something that Dan and I have been talking about.
That would be
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are, just really quickly, what are some of your favorite markets in town?
SF is probably the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a small one, not the big one. Small one, you can park right in front, go in and out like there's no problem.
Yeah.
I love 168 because they also have the California deals, but the parking, especially on Senior Citizen Day,
The parking is horrendous, but it is admittedly probably my favorite outside of SF.
yes,
because,
but
yeah.
the parking is horrible.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I can't do the Greenland parking lot. I feel like they can intentionally try to hit me.
So Dan, what's your thinking? Just you love Christina's food, and you thought we need a good Vietnamese restaurant in this town. Were you trying to hit a mark with this menu, or you just realized you had the chance to grab an incredibly talented chef who was willing to do something more permanent than what she'd been doing?
Well, I'm going to annoyingly keep giving you the same answer, that the universe is in control.
Okay.
I don't feel like I grabbed anything. I don't feel, I wish I could say that I had this like really cool, smart plan for all this. I feel like the universe, Christina and I have known each other for over 11 years. We've always respected each other. And I feel like we just kind of came into orbit this last year together, and a lot of the conversations that we're having as far as work-life balance, what is our day-to-day look like, as far as, being in the kitchen, being creative, being part of this and being part of that we're able to be honest with each other and honest with ourselves about what we're looking for. And everything was just the perfect fit. And I'm super honored to give her the opportunity to support her and put this creative genius in the forefront, because people are always asking her, like, where do I get your food? She's doing events, she's doing this, that, and that. She's always breaking her back, putting herself out there, to have the opportunity to be just the room for her, for people to come and get this stuff on a regular basis. I'm just beyond honored. So I believe that universe gave that to me as a gift, and I'm just doing my best to do my part.
Christina, how you feeling about the universe? Because you and I have had a lot of interviews over the past several years, and there have been a few times, I don't think I'm speaking, about any secret here. I apologize if I am. You just kick me under the table. But that you have just sort of felt, it seemed to me that you just wanted to be done with this for a little while. You just wanted to just fucking take a break from this industry. How'd you get back? But you never seem to take that break very long, man. Every time you tell me, then I see you at an event not that long afterwards. So, yeah, what's going on?
I'm really into timing. And everything in my life, personal, business, anything, is all about timing. And, I've learned in the last couple of years not to sacrifice my well-being to make anyone happier. It really has to do all with myself. And, when Dan and I reconnected, it definitely was timing. Was everything great in the beginning, like business-wise? Like, I never foresee anything like this to happen, right?
Right.
And he called me and he was like, this is how I feel. We had a personal contract saying that, our well-being, our mental health was very important, and it's something that we could balance each other off. And you know what? I wake up every day thinking about that, even though I know that everything is on the line right now. But I feel as though that we've been in this for 6 weeks, and I think that by the time September 1st comes around, we're going to be smooth sailing, right? So not every business is this smooth and doesn't have this opportunity, to happen the way that it's happened.
Right.
We've only been 6 weeks into live business, and I'm very fortunate to what's happening. And I think that we're going to build something really strong, and create something that the community is going to want indefinitely.
Oh, yes. I mean, I'm using the royal we here, but because I know I'm not the only one who feels this way. We are grateful to both of you. I mean, you've had such amazing feedback over the years. I mean, I'm lucky enough to now know you for about 7 years. And seeing you do this and watching the photos come out and being here to see you seem like you're in your element. You've got it working out. And like you said, you're still working on a few things.
Yeah.
But because you can have those conversations, whether it's timing, the universe, luck, fortune, I think all of it's coming together, and it's just really beautiful to watch.
Yeah. I'm just super black and white. I don't have time for bullshit.
Amen to that.
Yeah. You know.
So let's talk, because we got to cut it
Yes.
in a minute or two. But let's talk about what the experience is here, because some things, Dan, you've had here have been tasting menu only. Some things have been a la carte, different nights of the week, different times. So this is the time to lay it out.
Yeah.
What is the experience right now at Durango Social Club?
I thought you said you're running out of time.
Are we talking about, is it a tasting menu? Is it
No.
a la carte?
Everything's a la carte.
Okay.
I can produce a chef's experience or a mama's experience is how I like to explain it.
Yeah.
If you want. So we kind of went out of that in the last 3 weeks, and everything is a la carte. But I'm more than welcome to give everyone a taste a little of everything. Like I tell our family, our staff, is that when someone walks through this door, it's if they're walking into my own home. So that is what's most important to me. Is to make sure that they are well fed and everyone's just happy.
What's the price point about?
I would say right now, 45 a person.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can definitely keep it manageable,
Yeah.
which is super cool. Favorite, or one item on the menu that everybody needs to try?
Egg rolls.
Egg rolls?
We've
All
been
of
selling out of the gluten-free egg
Yeah.
rolls for sure. No one else does them in town. I'm doing everything really fresh. I'll be very honest with you. There's like maybe 2 items that I outsource.
Okay.
Only because I know that I'm not good at it. I'm going to be very honest about it. But everything else is made in-house. It's done from my hands, and the last taste in my lips before it goes to your table.
Okay. Dinner only, what nights of the week?
For now, it's dinner only. Football season's coming into factor. I love lunch. So we're working on extending our hours to real business
And
hours.
it's Tuesday through Saturday?
No, it's Wednesday through Saturday.
Wednesday through Saturday.
Well, thank you guys so much. It's going to take us about 3 hours to eat all of this food
I'm
that
in
we
no
have
rush.
here, but luckily Andrew Morgan's going to be popping in. He'll eat some of it as well. So thank you guys so much for your time. Coming up, we have the Happy Hour Report and the news. This is Food and Loathing. Oh, yeah, it is that time. Oh, my God, and Christina's still walking around with all kinds of food at this place. But anyway, it is, no, we don't want more. We're trying to finish this off. Anyway, as promised, Andrew Morgan is joining us, and we're going to talk about happy hours. If you listen to this podcast, you know Andrew. He's the creator of happyhourvegas.com. And, he counts them every week, but let's just say around 500-ish happy
I know,
hours
right?
in Las Vegas that he keeps track of. And his goal is to get you to try new places without spending a lot of money. And happy hour is the way to do that. So,
Right.
Andrew, welcome back to the show.
Well, thank you so much. I am busy eating here. There's a lot of food.
I know. Have you had a giant snail yet?
I have not had a giant snail yet.
Have you had tiny quail yet?
I've had tiny quail.
We're not going to. Okay,
I've
after
had all
he's done the
sorts of good
happy
stuff,
hour
so thank
report,
you.
we'll
This
get
is
him the snail.
Sorry, I didn't know.
it's
No, no,
okay.
no. This is
It's all good. We're going to get him eating a snail. No problem
I
at
have
all.
no problems eating snails.
But we don't want to distract him from his reporting.
Well,
So,
also, I don't want to get distracted from National Oyster Day next week. Right?
Oh, hello.
So,
Okay.
August 5th, but that's a whole different story.
whole other story.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's cooking, man? Where are you telling us about this week?
So I got 3 happy hours I'm pretty excited about. Number 1, our good friends, Chef Dan Brandy, over at D'Agostino's.
Oh, we love them.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love that. I love the place. They had the renovation recently. Air's blowing cold. They got a new happy hour menu. Pretty much everything's $10.
Everything's
Wow.
and plus that bar area that they put in the renovation is really nice.
Yeah, it's amazing, amazing. And, the menu itself, Sterner the Burner.
What?
What?
Yes, I'm just reading it
Are
through
you
it right
just
now.
drunk, man?
I know. What happened?
No, I will be soon, though. I'm going to be heading down to D'Agostino's for happy hour this afternoon. Sterner the Burner with a shrimp scampi. So it's lightly floured tail on colossal shrimp sautéed with Cajun spice, chopped Calabrian peppers, and pepperoni. Finished in a white wine, lemon, garlic, and butter sauce. That's a lot of food and a lot going on for a $10 happy hour meal, and I'm excited about it.
Do you like correcting Andrew's pronunciations? 'Cause
Like
I
Calabrian
do
and peppercini?
Calabrian chilies. And he learns when he comes on this
I
show,
do.
man.
I also learned that I shouldn't be drinking before coming on the show, 'cause I could probably...
Dude,
Get it.
man. If this was, trust me, if this was shows I did 10 years ago. be hard pressed to find one when I was sober.
The fun ones are when you start the show sober and by the time we're done, we're drunk because we're tasting
yeah.
like Mexican wines and doing all these cocktails. And I
That's-
Ubered those shows.
those are good days, good shows.
Okay, so they've got the food. It's
Yep.
all about $10.
All around $10.
How about the drinks?
$10. So get some Aperol Spritz, the limoncello Spritz. It's hot out, and these are very seasonal, refreshing, great cocktails. I mean, obviously, they have other cocktails and wines and beers and stuff like that too. But it's again all around $10.
All right.
Yeah.
What days?
Tuesday to Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. in Spring Valley, kind of Summerlin. area.
Okay, so that's one we have spoken about before, but they're
Yep.
changing it up. They've got new deals. That's great. You got
gotta-
something brand new for us, though, I think,
we
right?
do. So, well, it's brand new, 30 years in the making.
Okay.
We all know Emerald.
Yeah, we know Emerald.
We all
Bam!
know, bam. We all know his seafood, New Orleans Seafood House at the MGM Grand. So 30 years later, they finally have a happy hour.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
He also has Delmonico.
yeah.
Venetian.
But I don't know if he has a happy hour there anymore.
No, he doesn't. I'm
Yeah.
just telling you that. What else he has?
Hey, well, he just opened one at
And
Henderson,
Meryl
too.
at the M.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. So, anyways, exciting in the happy hour world because it's Emerald. Bam. And I don't know if this is genius timing or whatever it is, but the only food thing on the happy hour menu are $2 shucked fresh oysters.
Perfect.
Yeah, they've always done good oyster deals
Oh,
over at
yeah.
Emerald's, man.
Yeah.
And, they know their quality. He's coming down from Louisiana. coming up from Louisiana. He knows where to
Yeah.
get good oysters.
He knows what he's talking about when it comes to that.
He
I
knows
think that's
what's good.
you don't need anything else on the happy hour menu if that's what you're going to
$2 oysters. No, that's a good deal.
$2 oysters.
Is that
at
every
Emerald.
day?
Every day. So
On the Las Vegas Strip.
daily 3 to 5 p.m. MGM Grand, Las Vegas.
There you go.
Being able to get $2 oysters in the
On the
MGM
Strip.
Grand is just fucking insane, I've
It
got to
is.
say, man.
Yep.
I go in and order like 50 of them and just sit there
Yeah.
forever.
I know.
Forever, yeah.
And he's got some great cocktails to go with it. Cocktails are about $7, $8 kind of thing. But what do we got here? A Sazerac Rye Old Fashioned, blueberry lemon drops. These are the kind of the New Orleans style flavor
Yeah.
that you're going for. So I don't know. Like you said, just drop $50 and get a bunch of oysters and get happy with the cocktails. Good.
Done.
Sazerac Old Fashioned, I got to tell Sue she's going to love that.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
I have a good old fashioned story to tell about let's see if I want to rant and embarrass people later in the show.
Okay.
He still has another happy hour to tell us about.
Did I say Sazerac properly?
You did, yeah.
Okay, good. So I dodged that bullet.
Sazerac. Not rock.
Sazerac. Echo and Rig in Henderson.
Oh
So-
man, I just tried to go to Echo and Rig in Henderson. I went there and it was the 1 hour between lunch and dinner and I couldn't eat, man.
That's too bad because obviously the food, we all know the food. We've been there a million times. Food is fantastic. Love it. Both Tivoli and in Henderson. The one in Henderson, they have different happy hours, right? So the one in Henderson has $5 daily kind of menu deal. So each day it's going to be a different thing. So
Okay.
You got like Loosey Juicy, Thursday. You've got
Right.
Cheesy Tuesday, which is like their concoction of a BLT and stuff like that. So for $5.
Okay.
And of course there's great cocktails there as well. So great vibe, newish kind of building. It's at the bar only, Monday to Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. Henderson, Green Valley Ranch.
Cool. Yeah, and that's a well-designed bar. Really cool. I forget who
I
they
like that
brought in
bar.
to do that for them.
I believe. Oh gosh.
Either Tony or
Toby.
it was
No, it was
Tobin.
Tobin.
Tobin Ellis?
Tobin
Yeah,
Ellis.
Yeah.
I think so.
Try the Gentle Giant.
And Tony.
The Gentle Giant.
So, they're being clever with their words.
Yeah.
But yeah, gentle. That's
Okay.
Okay.
I like me a gin cocktail.
Yeah, Gentle Giant on Juicy Lucy Thursday.
Okay, there we go. There's 497 more of those at the very
Exactly.
least.
Everyone sit down. We're going to go through each one.
Go to happyhourvegas.com. He's got them listed. He's got them organized. He's got everything, man. You're going to save some money. You're going to put some new food in your belly, and you're going to get a little buzz.
Yeah.
And if you live in Las Vegas, that's all you should be looking for in life.
That's
okay.
right.
Thank you, my friend Andrew. Go back to eating. We're going to have that snail. Christina will come over and feed you the snail in a little bit. But
Snails are up.
we're going to get on with the news as Richie starts up those clackety-clack and
Yeah.
clack of the teletype machines. I had promised that I was going to try to get Brian Howard on the phone, and here that is.
So yeah, we're excited. Open Tables partnered up with A24 Productions. They're releasing kind of a memoir of Anthony Bourdain, and I've seen a handful of the trailers. I'm excited to see what comes out of it. But for someone like me, I came up in the Anthony Bourdain era. So like countless chefs, I admire the way he led with curiosity instead of certainty, and it was a huge influence on my upbringing as a young cook, and even today now as I grow into my career. So honored to be a part of it and be hosting it in the city of Las Vegas with friends, family, and colleagues.
Yeah, I feel like Bourdain, when I talk to people, obviously, I'm not in the industry, but I'm hopefully friends with a lot of you guys. And I feel like Bourdain seems to have been influential on an entire generation of kitchen culture. Am I exaggerating it? It seems like he is the hero to so many people.
Oh, absolutely. I think, especially, I think when Kitchen Confidential came out in 2000, it really opened up kind of a window into what the real restaurant life was. And then if you were a young cook, who admired to grow in that, you kind of realized you had a safe place around a band of pirates. And, this place that he showed there was the raw cut behind it, what was really going on. But also, I think it was one of those things that beyond opening up the doors to people seeing a window into the culture of kitchens and chefs, he opened up the world of culture to people, through travel. And I mean, I can't say how many countless times I reference, every time you get a moment to eat with your hands, you should. He taught me that, like those kind of things, and understanding it wasn't about the fancy restaurants. It was about the street food and the mom and pops and the people that were really doing it where the good food laid.
Right. Well, cool, man. I am excited that Sparrow and Wolf, one of my all-time favorite restaurants, are hosting the official premiere. And I actually got offered some tickets from the PR company. So I don't know if you had anything to do with that, but thank you very much if you did. And I guess I'm going to see you at the premiere.
Yeah, we'll see you guys Monday night. It should be a good time. I know there's going to be, I think, about 240 of our local friends and family joining us.
Have we talked about Signora Pizza Lab by Floriana Pastore? We talked about it like a lot,
but not too long ago we put her in the news because I interviewed her about her win.
Right.
In Italy.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, so now here's the deal. Signora Pizza Lab used to be a truck. Now it's open. It's brick and mortar. Rainbow in Washington, one of the most anticipated pizza openings of the year. Honestly, right up there with Sliceteria. The two of them opening in 1 week, unreal. So I dropped by to see the place. I got there too late to eat pizza, but I did get an interview with the chef. But Gemini, why don't you do the backstory, and then we will just we'll play Chef Floriana.
Absolutely. So she came to Vegas in 2020 after falling in love with the city during a competition, a pizza competition, of course. She brought Salerno Italy pizza to the desert. She specializes in street pizza, and that's what her award was a few weeks ago. She wasn't in Italy, but she accepted it via video, and then I talked to her like an hour later. And so one of them is a fried wallet pizza, and it's called that because it was conceived by the women in Italy taking to the streets as vendors after World War II, and they would fold up the dough, oil, herbs, and frying everything to order, and then just pass it out like in a piece of newspaper or something like that. The Signora Pizza Truck has been the only venue, so to speak, doing pop-ups and festivals around Vegas in those 6 years that she's been here. So now we have the Pizza Lab, and I'm so excited.
Chef, first of all, how's it feel to finally have a brick and mortar in Las Vegas?
It feels great. It really feels great, especially because we just opened on Saturday night, and this is the fourth day, and I can see that the community really supporting us, and we had all our old customer, new customer. It feels great.
What kind of pizzas will you be making here?
We're gonna make the same what we usually do on the truck, that is the Napolitan style, but for lunch we will have the Romana style as well. So like we sell by slice, we make our loaf of bread, sourdough every day, and we have zeppole, so we implement a little bit for lunch especially.
Cool. So you're doing the fried pizza here as well, I see. Could you tell people a little bit about what fried pizza is all about?
Yeah, fried pizza is very Napolitan street food, very old dishes. It's about 1949, roughly. And it's shaped like calzone. We have 3 different shapes actually in Naples, but what we do here is shaped like calzone. We fill it with traditional ingredients like ricotta, prosciutto, mozzarella, and we deep fry. In Naples you can find also a shape like balloon. But that is more, I think, comfort for when you have a dining restaurant because it's big, it's a balloon. So, right. Yeah.
Well, where I grew up in New Jersey, we had panzerottis, and they would fry those, and those were pretty damn good. So I'm guessing I've had yours, so I know they're kind of along the same way.
they are similar, very similar, but just the dough is a little bit different. Some panzerotti has the potato on the dough as well, others no. But pretty panzerotti is smaller. The pizza fritta is a little bit smaller, but yeah, kind of, yeah, similar.
Will you be keeping the truck now that you have a brick and mortar?
We will, definitely we will. We don't want to leave our customer over there in Anderson because 6 years that we go over there, but we will definitely more concentrate in private event, like we already did, but now probably more because we can accommodate more because we have here, so we don't have to worry about our regular customer to say,
right,
okay, this week we are not here. But definitely after summer we're going to reopen the truck.
Nobody's on there in the summer right now, though.
No, because that is actually our 6th year in the truck during summer. I'm very glad to don't be on that heat because it's horrible for everyone. I mean, for everyone.
So are the pizzas that you're making here representative of your award for Best Street Pizza?
Yes, definitely, yes. That was amazing. We just got in the end of June this award, the international, and I'm really glad of that. Was to be recognized in the top 100 pizza chef in the world and plus the street pizza 2026 is big. It's big milestone because I'm not anymore in Italy. I'm in US. Sometimes when you go abroad, your country, but I'm very, very happy for that.
Well,
yes.
Congratulations on that. I think I was actually in Italy when that happened, but I was not in Milan. So
I remember you were there. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I guess the other question is, this is more dine in or eat out?
Eat out.
Okay.
More meat out. We have a patio outside that, of course, now is a little bit hot. But that's why Signora Pizza Lab, where everything started. You can see where we make the dough, everything, open space. But yes, it's more to go and take out. But still, we have a patio outside, probably 20, 25 seats, a couple of seats inside. Yes.
Do you have a delivery service that you prefer, or you want people just to come in and pick it up?
As now, I would love to have people come and pick it out to see the store and everything. Probably in the future, but probably not all menu because delivery is pretty tricky sometimes. I don't want the pizza reach home after 1 hour, 1 hour and a half because it's not our hand, especially when you use the third part. But definitely, probably next year, I'm thinking to add part of the menu for delivery.
You're so sweet. Thank you, Mama.
You're going to execute it.
Yeah. Kill it. Okay.
Okay, back to the news.
Yep.
Sorry.
The MyTai Summer pop-up has returned to Flanker in Mandalay Place for its 2nd year. The lounge area of the sports bar has been transformed into a tiki paradise. Think surfboards, Elvis in Hawaii, Polynesian flavors, and lots of booze. It runs every day with special food and beverage menus, and Al dropped by to speak with them. First up, Carver Road sommelier Steve Geddes isn't the guy who designed the cocktails, but he was happy to talk about it in the absence of mixologist Francesco Lafranconi. He's a smart guy, he knows his booze, and here's what he had to say about the menu packed with 8 spins on those classic cocktails.
How many versions of the Mai Tai are you guys offering during this pop-up?
Well, to me, the most important one is the original Trader Vic's version inspired by the 1944 classic. But we do have 8 different renditions at this point in time that have little unique little flares, like the smoked and Thai that has a little bit of Bacardi Ocho 8-year aged rum and has a smoky note to it. Or a guava lava Thai that has a little guava pineapple with Amaro Montenegro that adds a unique twist to it. So the core of the traditional Mai Tai with the rum, the fruit juices, and the orgeat, demerara, lime, play the anchor of the flavor profiles of all of these. But then, of course, La Francesco is creative beyond and comes up with all of these lovely renditions of it.
So let's talk about the origins of the Mai Tai. There's a lot of mythology around it. Tiki culture, of course, is very attached to the Mai Tai, and everybody throws around that Trader Vic's is where it was invented. Is that the truth? And what's the story behind it?
I mean, look, it's on our menu, so it's the story I'm sticking to. I mean, there's always these historical drinks or tales of a food or a beverage. There's always a little bit of mystery and myth and who actually invented it behind it. I think that's kind of part of the beauty of it. The culture itself of the Mai Tai is about that beach city life, the tropical kind of flavor profiles. And I'm sure there were other drinks that had very similar flavor profiles that was happening and could have possibly even inspired Trader Vic, but he's the one that's getting the credit for it.
But I think it's interesting that we generally accept that it was created here in the United States, even though we think it should be created on a Polynesian island somewhere, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, they were trying to create that Polynesian island away from the islands. And I think they did a great job with that from a decor and a concept development standpoint that obviously lived the test of time for a long period of time. And it's kind of the inspiration of what we're doing here. If you see the incredible decor that we've put in with all of the tropical Polynesian flair to it, I think it speaks to that original intent of those kind of bars back in the day.
You know, whenever I would ask Brandon Powers about, what tiki means, he would say a vacation in your own backyard. And I think you pretty much made that tropical vacation here on the Vegas Strip.
No, I agree. Look, I mean, the team at Carver does an amazing job. Sean is an incredible visionary of creating these amazing pop-ups. The one thing that our company doesn't skimp on is decorations. And, it comes on the bottom of the P&L at a cost, but it's worth every penny of it because it sets the tone and it sets the standard of excellence that we're trying to recreate, and achieve.
You are, of course, a very cultured man, and you don't drink to get drunk, I say laughingly, as I've probably been drunk with you quite a few times. But I need to know, as a beverage specialist, how high on the list of that's going to fuck you up is a Mai Tai?
Oh, let's talk empty stomach. It's on the top of the list because it's the perfect breakfast drink too, right? It's a loaded breakfast in a glass. But look, it's up there. It's got lots of rum. It's floated with a dark rum on top. More importantly, it comes across like it doesn't have that much liquor in it with the orgeat and the fruit juices. So it can sneak up on you and crack you in the back of the head for sure.
Yeah, you got to love a drink where it's like take some rum, add a different kind of rum, and then put a little juice in it, right?
And shake a little rum on top of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
And Al also spoke to Chef Eric Gonzalez about the specialty food items he's offering at the pop-up, which include tropical sliders, coconut shrimp, grilled pork, and more.
So this menu has a lot of Hawaiian food in it. It's got a little bit of kind of like bar food, but also Hawaiian. So we do like sliders, right? We have Wagyu sliders with a little pineapple, teriyaki sauce on a pretzel bun. And then we also have some pork and pineapple skewers that's going to be paired with our poo-poo platter, which comes with coconut shrimp, sweet and sour sauce, and we also made waffle fries made out of Spam.
Okay, that's insane, but I know people will love it. You say poo-poo platter, so I'm trying to remember back from last year. Does it come out actually on fire and you can grill it up?
Yeah, we actually have a little butane in it in the middle of it, so you could throw the skewers on there, have some little fun with it.
How hard is it to elevate dishes that are traditionally kind of junk foody dishes?
I mean, you just have to take it for what it is, right? And just be creative with it. Find items that aren't usually used, right? For example, the pretzel bun, right, on sliders, using beef instead of pork, throwing in traditional ingredients like we have Helm's barbecue sauce for our chicken wings, So it's just, variety of items.
I'll tell you, it tastes really creative. Things do definitely, it doesn't feel like you just kind of put new names on things. It tastes really creative, so I like it a lot. What's your favorite dish?
I'm going to say the sliders. The sliders are one of my favorite, but you have to try the Spam fries. It's something you've never seen before, right? And it's really good. They're really good.
When I saw the coconut shrimp, I kind of felt like every chef has probably made those during their catering days. Do you have a history with that dish?
Yeah, I mean, those go back way back, right? So it's just one of those classic dishes.
Is it fun to revisit that?
Yeah, for sure. It brings me back to, just doing these, when I was like a young chef.
And then we have a new story.
I know, man.
I
This
posted
is all
it this morning.
Text from you.
Oh, my God.
You're all out there breaking news.
Our friend, Chef Jeff Weiss, I would say formerly of Valencian Gold, but the good news is he's coming back.
Soon to be a Valencian Gold again.
We are getting Valencian Gold back in the Arts District this time, sometime in 2027. Those are all the finer details we have at the moment. But he's talking about taking it even bigger than his Paella for the People, which is sort of his campaign, his slogan before.
Right.
Those huge steaks and just beautiful, massive Spanish feasts. So I got to talk to him a little bit, got him to send me an email with a bunch of information.
Did he tell you anything about whether he's bringing the flamethrower back?
I mean, he did tell us that fuego is not just a phrase he's throwing out there.
That's what he told me in my
He said they're
text, too,
bringing
or
back
something.
the fuego, and to really understand that that's an important part of this story. So
Yeah, he used to have a fucking flamethrower in his restaurant.
Bringing back the
Last
fuego.
time, yeah.
And on his own story today on social media, it just says Valencian Gold. It's got this really cool logo, and it's all lights up in fire, and there's the crackling fire noise in your ears when you're watching it, and that's all it is. So we're going to keep an eye out.
Okay.
We have 2027, and as soon as we get more info, we will be talking to him more about that. And then we have a sad story. Bad Beat Brewing is closed. They
It's like
closed
this
the doors.
weekend is the last beer. They're
I wasn't
serving,
sure if it
think.
was the last weekend or if they closed, but by the time this drops, which is Friday, that might be it. We're going to double check that really quick.
Bob Barnes closing. Last day is Sunday, August 2nd.
There we
When
go.
you need to know information on beer, you call Bob Barnes.
That's right.
Backdoor
so
Bob.
Thank you, Bob. So get into Bad Beat Brewing. Today is Friday as you listen to this. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday is the last day.
Yeah.
Well, reservations are now being taken for the brand new Vinyl Room atop the Mandalay Bay in the space that was previously home to the Foundation Room. The venue is a joint venture between Mandalay Bay and Live Nation, and it's described as bringing together Asian-inspired dining, music-inspired craft cocktails, curated vinyl, music memorabilia. Excuse me, let me start that one again. Curated vinyl and music memorabilia, and panoramic strip views with signature dishes including Wagyu steak donab, sushi tots, and a 32-ounce tomahawk. Whew, that's a big steak.
Okay.
Vinyl Room will be open nightly from 4 p.m. starting August 8th, and you can make a reservation through Open Table.
When they talk about panoramic views of the Strip, honestly, I used to be a Foundation Room member. We would go up there a lot, and that balcony, their balcony that's looking just northward on the Strip is one of my favorite places to be as the sun's going down and as the marquees are popping on one at a time. It's just an amazing view from up there. So glad to see they're doing something new with it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think. The last time I was up there for cocktails and things like that was years ago after a Raider game.
They used to have, Foundation Room had a great happy hour. It was one of those preeminent.
So now are you down to $4.99?
Exactly. They're ruining my count.
Well, don't worry. I'm sure Vinyl will have one, and we'll have them call you. That's about it for today. You can always find the latest dining news as well as a calendar of special culinary events on our website. That is foodandloathing.vegas. That's also where you're going to find Bob Barnes' weekly dining and entertainment report. This week, Bob has details on upcoming events at Piero's, The Front Yard, Grape Expectations. He also has news on a $25 cowgirl dinner at Twin Creek Steakhouse, which includes a cocktail, salad, fries, and pasta. And he takes a deep dive into Alabriges by Chef Paco. Is Bob doing another weekly column for us now, or have we not decided that?
We're working on getting Bob's beer into foodandloathing.vegas, and that will be coming soon.
Okay, great. You can see me and Andrew with Chloe Coast or other people every Foodie Friday morning at 8:30 on the CW. And again, when it re-airs on the CW and News 3 Las Vegas. Andrew was great. Last week we did it at 8:30, and Sue watched it at 8:30 at home, and then I drove home, and at 9:30 I was walking through the door, and we were on again as I was walking through the door. So that made me happy.
We got a repeat.
I like it.
We got a repeat,
Right,
so we must not have sucked that badly.
Right.
Thank you,
There's
CW.
always this Friday.
Yeah, we could. No, man, we're going to kick ass this Friday.
Yeah.
If you want happy hour news and or foodie news delivered to your inbox once a week, sign up for our newsletters. They are on our sites. With that said, man, thank you again, Crystina and Dan, for hosting this thing. You guys are amazing. Thanks to our other guests, Eric Gonzalez, Steve Geddes, Floriana Pastore. I'm Al Mancini with Gemini Stevens and Andrew Morgan on behalf of Rich Johnson.
Love you, Rich.
Wishing you a fond farewell this week and reminding you to always stay hungry.